Hello! Today we are redesigning this black hat by hand painting on it to make it magical and unique. So this is the hat in question. It's like a floppy hat, and what I like is that it also has this little ribbon around the hat part. And I'm planning on doing some designs on the ribbon and also on all the top of the brim over here. So this is gonna be my setup for creating this design, and I want to show you what I'm gonna use. So for my paints, I'm gonna use a mix of paint that I still have at home. So I'm gonna use this Deco Art acrylic in red, and I will be mixing it with Liquitex Basics acrylic because I want to create like a burgundy. This is the dioxazine purple, and the white that I will be using today is this one. It's really not the best. I'm just trying to do something with what I have at home. Again, it's the Deco Art white acrylic, and I also have the magenta permanent color by Artist Loft, and I don't know if I will be using it, but I have it in case I need to add a little bit more pink in the colors I will be creating, because I will be creating my paints and doing like mixes. And of course, before starting painting, I'm gonna have to sketch on the hat where I want to put everything. So I'm using just this white pen from my Laurentian's colors, and these are the brushes. I'm trying to use smaller brushes so there's less chances of losing control. So as you can see, they're really small, but not too small that it's gonna take 500 hours. So this is the plan. So now I want to start by sketching everything out around. And okay, so I have done a little drawing here of what I want the whole hat to look like. So as you can see, there's the eye in the front. Ooh, and there's a hair over here. And the vines all around the brim. And then here on the ribbon, you can see that I put the eyes and a berry. Eye, berry all around. And okay, so now I just want to do the frame around the eye inspired by this. And I always like when there's symmetry once again when I do this kind of Art Nouveau framing, I would say. And I'm not really sure how it's gonna end up every time I do this, but I always have like a idea of like a Victorian slash Art Nouveau style, because I think that this is what looks really elegant and like, I don't know, I love the drama. I love the drama of having this kind of ornaments. Sometimes I'm deciding to close the curls, and sometimes I just start new ones. It's just like I just go with the flow. This is usually what I like to draw when I'm just I don't know, like meditating and drawing, you know, like, or at a meeting taking notes. I usually will be doing this kind of twists. Okay, so this is marked all around. And then now I want to do the vines all around it. And I'm just staying in like a very simple one line style. And I'm doing some leaves also. I think foliage in general always looks really cool. I don't know, it makes it look like more rich. I don't know how to explain it in another way. Oh, and I'm so happy that the white is visible, because it would have been, I don't know, I just don't like to start painting without having a plan. It just feels better when I do. So sometimes I also like to just improvise. Like when I did some of my eye paintings were improvised, and that was fun too. But I don't know, this is like a hat that I've had for maybe a year and I never wore it, but I still don't want to feel like I'm scrapping it and wasting it. So I want to do something that I think I will want to wear at least. And I feel like if I like what I end up making, I'm gonna wear it more, because I'm gonna want to show off what I created. So, and yeah, so it's gonna take a little while, but it's not too bad to do all around. Sometimes when I'm making a video, I have to remember like not to stress and take my time. So I think today I decided to do a process and record like a process video where I record the whole process of making something. And I think it's because I think it's really interesting to see the whole transformation, especially if you do a time lapse. And I'm thinking of probably posting the time lapse on TikTok. So, and when I looked at inspiration, I saw a lot of inspiration on TikTok, TikTok also, on Pinterest, TikTok, where people were doing, like I was saying earlier, florals. And a lot of people were using impasto. We call it impasto painting. And I think it's so cool that people do this on hats. It does like a 3D effect, and it makes me really want to try. Maybe I could add it to this one day. That could be an option, because I have other hats, but I don't know if I have other hats. Yeah, I do have another hat that I could do this too. I have like a straw one that could look really cool and very different from this one. So that could be an interesting next video. So yeah, I could try impasto painting for the first time. So now I'm just continuing my vines. And now I see that I'm getting a bit like in a straight line, but I don't want that. I want to start doing more drama and unpredicted movement, because I don't want all of them to go in a straight line. As you can see now, I like tried to make it move a little. But I'm already almost at the half of the hat, so it's not taking too long, but I'm still trying to sketch it for not too long, because it's not like the most interesting I find to see the sketch, but it's like a really important step. And here I want to fill up like, I think this looks amazing. From when I started consciously really just like twisting everything in all directions and not just like going in straight lines. I think that looks really cool. And even if I could do some that would look like if they're upside down. Wait, let me try that. Like if I do one here, one that would literally, ooh, turn around like that. I like that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this more. Oh, okay. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, that looks really cool, right? Okay, let's continue with this technique then. If I could do like a leaf that is also upside down. Because my goal is always to find ways to make these twists more more interesting. Like I said, I've been doing these for ever. Like I would put them everywhere on my agendas for school, and I just want to make them look even cooler. And I'm really excited to do the ribbon around the brim. There's hair. I didn't really clean everything that was on the hat because I felt like there's always gonna be something, so I was like, whatever. So we'll see how it goes. But there's like cat hair or something. Whatever. I really like when they start turning it around like this and it fills up the next section. I think this is what I really want to do for the rest of this hat. I just don't want to forget to add some leaves. I see that it's some sections, I feel like, I don't know if it's my finger that faded some sections, but I think I'm still gonna be good because I get what I'm trying to do. And like I said in my last video where I do my vase, one of my last videos when I do my vase, is that I really like how when I'm designing and hand painting, when I say redesigning, I mean like hand painting, adding colors, adding patterns to objects. I really like that because I know there's a function to the object, it keeps me inspired. Okay, we're almost done doing the sketching, and then I'm gonna be ready to do the ribbon around. I'm always trying new setups also because I'm still new to how to make good YouTube videos. But now I also have a new camera that I can use. And I think the sound is way better, so I'm happy about that. I'm just adding some leaves over here. I don't know what makes me like leaves so much. I think it's like it adds some pattern to everything that's happening. Let's do one here that maybe even the twist in the other way. That could make it more whimsical. And a little leaf here. I like to always get in the holes and like try to fill up, I mean, all the spaces as much as possible. I think it makes it look more finished. Oh, and I just noticed something. Like, I just didn't think about it, but at the beginning I was planning on doing this side that goes towards there, and then the other side of the eye here, wait, think the light is too pale. And then I was planning to do the other side of the eye here to go to the back, and then the other side to go to the back and meet. But I think I'm gonna be okay with that. It's like a change of plan that I didn't really think of, but it's still gonna work. I just only realized it now, but it's okay. And I like when I make two leaves meet like that. And this is probably not the only hat I will be making, because you can, it's like, it's useful. Some friends might want some family might want some. I don't know, I would always be happy to make some for people I know that wanna have some. And the thing about a hat also is that it can make really nice decor. Like, you can put this on your wall and it's your decoration. So this is another thing that I really plan on doing, because if it was just a black hat like the one that it was before, I'm not gonna hang it on my wall if I'm not wearing it on my head, because it's just like a black random hat that has no sentimental value. Yeah, like no sentimental values. Like, if I'm not wearing it, it's just gonna stay in my closet. So by doing this, I think I'm adding value to it, that even if I end up not wearing it a lot on my head, I think it's still gonna be something that I could use for decor on my walls. So that's very interesting. Okay, now my light is getting a bit dark. I'm trying to balance it out. Sometimes it's just like going out. Okay, but even just like this, there's something special about it, I find. Now I'm ready for the painting part. Let me just pick up the things on the floor. Nothing wrong happens, and when I start recording, I put my finger in paint. You know, that's always how it is. Look. Okay. I just want to finish painting the vines around the brim. After I remove this paint around my fingers. And I didn't film while I was doing it because I've been doing this for 1 hour. And the camera will not like to be filming non-stop for 1 hour. But yeah, this is basically what I've been doing for the last hour, I'm just gonna show you here. So I've just been doing some little twisties, just like that. And I try to make them be a bit random. Like I don't want it to be always the same pattern that's repeating, but I still want to have like a cohesive look to it all. And then sometimes I decide to just add leaves, and I don't really like stress with being very opaque, because I find that it's already a job to do all these twists around the brim. So like here I'm adding another leaf because I want to fill up this space. And the other thing that I kept in mind was to leave some space because I will be adding berries. And I also thought of that a bit later. I think that when you overlay elements, it always makes your design look better. Right now, nothing is overlaid. Nothing is like crossing, you know, this is what I mean. But when I will add berries, I think it's gonna make it look even better, because it's gonna give dimension. Because I'm gonna layer on top of some of the branches, and it's gonna do the effect that I want. I think it's so cool when I look at how it looks like. It's it's just like every time I do a project like that, while I'm doing it, I just focus on like what could be better, and then when I look at the camera on the screen on the camera, I'm like, oh my god, okay, it's better than I thought. And I just got excited right now looking at the screen on the camera, so that's a good sign. So this is the front of the hat with all the gorgeous little vines. I also like the hand-painted feel of it. Like I'm not trying to make it look like if it was made in a manufacturer, you know, it's like, I like that it looks like it was made by a human, because it was. And I think it brings like personality, and I don't know, there's something special about it. Now I just want to add a little bit more vines around the eye, because I find that it's looking a little sparse here and here. I want to make it all mesh together, and I'm thinking of maybe adding white. Yeah, I will add white. I have to add white here to make it stand out. So I just want to start by doing this, because yeah, it's not looking like I want it to look. For now, I'm just putting it like, even if it's layered over the burgundy that I used to have. By the way, this color was hard to make, but I think I've succeeded in creating the burgundy that I was looking for. As you can tell, it's not very bright, but that was the goal, to have a mix of light colors and dark accents. So after that, I plan on adding accents too. Like the berries are part of the elements that are accents. And look, I'm trying to make the vines really connect with the frame. So I think the white is there. It's like a very good idea, finally. To make it look all cohesive and connected and like one, you know, to have a more oneness about this whole design. And here I'm just being careful to keep the same shape that the frame had. And I also might add details with the light pink and the burgundy throughout the vines, but also on the frame. But yeah, this is a big project that it always looks small when I start thinking about doing it. Then when I do it at the same time, I think it's a good moment to just relax, not think about work, and literally do like repetitive movements. I don't know, I think it's like meditative. So I like it. But yeah, it's a lot of repetitive little movements. But it's not even that long when I think about it. It's only been 1 hour. And now I want to add even more dimension and exaggeration of the frame. I want it to be more dramatic. So I'm trying to make the twist like bigger. And add more ornamental details. So like adding little organic shapes that are gonna make it look like there's little flowers around it, or shapes that remind us of the vines. Well, I'm adding this to the frame, because right now I feel like it's looking like a monster. Like a little monster eye. And that's not the goal. It's supposed to be about love and abundance. So look, I'm adding these little twisties so that all of it fits even more. And it's making this connection between the vines over here. So I'm just gonna continue and add these and do the same kind of twist all around the frame. And after that, I think I'm gonna jump to adding the berries. Okay, I'm finally ready to start doing the berries all around, and I think I'm gonna do them in pink, light pink, because I want them to show. So let's try to start and see what it's gonna look like. Obviously, this is the first one I'm doing, so it might not be the best one, but I want to make it look like if it's like a raspberry. And I think we can see it enough. And some of them are just going to be like random. Like I said, I want to do some overlaying. But in general, I just want it to be like a fruit shape, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I like that it's like a bit like from far, you know that it's a fruit. That's the only important part. And I like that it's just bringing a little bit of color, and I think it looks cool. I like it. And I think what I'm gonna do next is add more pink for the eyeshadow, and then pass over the white, because now the second layer is less absorbent, because the first time I did it, it would like soak in That's why you can barely see the pink. And I might have to go over the berries that I've just painted, but we'll see. But like, the eye is really important because it's the main part of the design, I would say. And it's making me want to do more painting on hats. And if you go to the thrift store, like Goodwill type of prices, like not like a expensive thrift store, you can find hats that are cheap. Like all my hats, like even this one, I got it at Renaissance. It's like a Goodwill in Quebec. I don't know if it's in all Canada, but I know it's in Quebec. And the prices are good if you want to get cheap hats. Okay, so now, okay, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do accents on all my little fruits with the burgundy. Yes. And just like little speckles like that. Like if it was the shade of all the little, how do you call that? Grains? You know, like on a raspberry, there's like little bubbles. Well, it's like if it was the shading of the bubbles on the raspberry. And it's making it stand out more. Like the light pink is mixing a little bit with the burgundy, so I like that. I love it. I really like all the details. I'm so happy. It looks like handmade, but at the same time it looks nice. Like I really like the eyes on the ribbon. I like all the foliage all around. And I hope you like the reveal where I explain a little bit more about my choices and what this hat now means to me. And I hope this was inspiring for you and that it makes you want to paint on one of your hats. And I will probably be doing the same thing again with a straw hat, like I was saying. So don't hesitate to share in the comments if you have any ideas or just saying that you appreciated this video. And please subscribe because it keeps me motivated, and my goal is just to find a community of people who like to create like me. And I will see you next week. Thank you.